Hi, Tim from Kingdom Sewing Center in Northridge and Simi Valley. We're going to talk about some different types of needles that you need from time to time on different types of sewing situations here. We'll start with the most common one, which is what's called the universal needle. The universal needle you can get from size 8, and that's the size 60, but I use the American version, 8 and 10s and 11s and 12s there. And you can go all the way down to a size 20. Most average needle is either a 12 or a 14, matters on your your level of sewing there. If we look at that universal needle, the tip of that is not a sharp one. It's not what we call a ballpoint. It's kind of an in-between. It will work on synthetics. It will work on cottons there. But if you do want to sew on cottons like a quilter does, then the quilting needle, if you actually look at the difference of the tip, you can see how sharp that is compared to the the rounded version right there. So the quilting needle, you will get a straighter line on your seams there. So that's why quilters will use, they define it as a kind of a sharp type of needle there. If you look at the needle right above it, the sharp needle, you can see how really sharp that is compared to the quilting needle. This is if you're doing an applique stitch, like a satin applique or a blanket stitch. That's the best needle for that. It does wear out a little quicker there, but that's the best needle for it there. Working our way up, you're going to see the denim needle, a little bit stronger needle. So the center section here is real strong, but it still is a sharp type of needle there. And then for our leather, it's slightly curved for the thickness of leather there. For our stretchy type of fabric, we have ballpoint and stretch needles there. Working our way down here, if you're going to be using kind of a thicker thread here, if you look at the universal needle again, the eye right here, compared to the top stitch needle, you can see the larger eye in here. That will handle your thicker threads. It will freely flow through that eye of the needle a lot better there. Getting into embroidery, we're using more of synthetic type of threads there, so a little bit smoother on the edges there. And then if you're using metallic thread, which is very coarse, then yes, this is even smoother surface right there. And you can see the embroidery needles actually have a larger eye than your universal needle there. If it's getting hard for you to thread the needle and you don't have a needle threader on your machine, you can see the little cut right there. So the self-threading needle really helps out when it's just hard to see threading there. Wing needles to do that more of your kind of entre deux French hand sewing type of stitches there. And then your triple needles and your double needles in different widths, 2 millimeters, 2.5, 3, 4 there. So that is kind of our selection of needles, highly organized. That's called the Class A needles. Come into the store. We pretty much always have every single needle in stock all the time. Thank you.